The second point of delay, according to Thaddeus and Main, is when the person has decided to seek care, how does the person leave where he or she is to the point of care? How does the person leave his or her home to the health facility where he or she can get care? Now let's go back to Naya. You know, after they've looked for the snake, after they've tied the hand, it was obvious that she needed to go to hospital. A neighbor offered to carry her in his or her vehicle. The vehicle of that neighbor did not start. So according to Naya's relative, Naya ran from where she was to the gate of the estate. She was living in an estate and she had to run from where she was to the gate. Running is a no-no in this situation because running will involve moving the parts of the body that has been beaten. Running will involve the heart pumping more and increase the circulation of that venom and increase envenomation, you know, envenomy, the spread of the venom of the snake throughout the body. So she ran to the gate and got transport to go to a nearby hospital, from where she was told there was no antivenom, and she was now sent to the FMC, Federal Medical Center, Jabi, and I think she got an Uber or so from the health facility that said they didn't have antivenom. So somebody has decided to seek care and the person has to run to the gate, has to look for transport, have to go to hospital A and then go to hospital B before she could get care. So that's another point of delay. The second point of delay, Thaddeus and Main, is the movement, the transportation of the person from where they are to the point of care. A lot of delays. Imagine we have emergency services. All Naya had to do was to call 911. She'll be giving advice, explain the hand, don't move it, don't panic, don't move around, hold on. An ambulance is on the way. Imagine that the ambulance came, Naya was taken to where she would get care. And part of the job of emergency responder is to know where to take the patient to. If you watch, at least from the movies we watch and what we see, you see that the emergency responders, when they come, they will look at the situation and say, this person should go to A. Like if there's an accident, there are different levels of trauma centers, have different levels, different grade. The more severe the trauma is, there's a place that the person should be taken to, different category. So the situation will determine where the person is taken to. So if there's emergency services, they would know it's a snake bite. Where would the person go to? In a good day, if in a place that is organized, calls can even be made. Why can't we have a situation in Nigeria? There's an accident. At that accident point, a hospital can be called before you move the patient, before you move the victim, the accident victim. You call a hospital. I have so and so. We are bringing him, and they say, "Oh, bring him." And they start in the hospital where they are bringing the person. Start mobilizing those who will take care of the victim. So imagine we have emergency services, got to where Naya is, first they will know that they should have gone to FMC Jabi, not to the nearby hospital that she went to. They would have known that. Then they would have been able to communicate where things are organized. They're able to communicate with health facilities and see where best to take her. That could have happened, but there's no emergency services, and then the delay in getting care. One others, apart from absence of emergency services in Nigeria, we see that road access. Sometimes you are going somewhere and you see that the road is blocked. Somebody is organizing a party and blocks the road. Somebody is doing one activity or the other and blocks the road, forgetting that there can be an emergency. People have passed because they couldn't get to where they can get care because somebody blocked the road. So when road where people pass is supposed to ensure that there is emergency lane. Emergency lane. Why do you have fire trucks having sirens, ambulances having sirens? It's so as to clear the way. Even if there's no emergency lane, when you hear that siren, you the driver, if you are driving, other drivers in the road knows there's emergency and they will clear the way. What kind of etiquette in driving do we have? Etiquette in road conduct do we have? That people will know that the road should be clear for emergency, and that emergencies, the road has to be cleared, and any delay could be a problem. So you talk about road, talk about access, talk about vehicles. Not everyone is mobile. Not everyone has a means of transportation, and they have to rely on neighbors' goodwill. You know, can we get an organized system in the country where emergencies can be moved by emergency services, where emergencies can be taken from point A to point B without delay? Because the delay in getting the care, getting to the health facility is another point of delay.